Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy PRIZMGAWD, and this is PRIZMGAWD TV. If you're new to the channel, feel free to click and subscribe. The link in the bio right down so you get that bell notification so you can get all the notifications for any of my shows. If you're new, we do a weekly podcast in which we talk about what's going on in the industry. And then if you just want to watch me talk crazy, have fun, and do PRIZMGAWD TV, then guess what? It comes out every Friday, baby. So, and then you can always hit me up on my Instagram, which is PRIZMGAWD on IG, and then it's PRIZMGAWDs on Twitter, and it's PRIZMGAWD TV on YouTube. So many thanks to everybody that supports me. A lot has happened, man. God, like, I feel like I almost want to cry sometimes when I get some of the messages that I get. So I want to say thank you for everybody that supports the PRIZMGAWD brand. Anybody that buys the shirts, buys the stickers, who just buy cards from me, whatever, man. Like, at the end of the day, I want you guys to know that I'm recycling and I'm bringing back new cool content. And I hope to have some exciting news for you guys by the end of the year. So as last year, like, I literally started out with like 500 followers on Instagram, and now I'm probably close to like almost 8,000. So many thank yous to you guys for supporting me. I can't thank you guys enough, to be honest with you. So I just want to continue to put out stuff that I think you guys would like to talk about, and I feel like it's engaging. Like the podcast, like, you know, what was happening was I was putting out this information, and sometimes I was putting it out a little late. So I felt like what I wanted to do is I wanted to put real-time content out, which is what led up to this. And I think today's episode, I'm going to talk about, and I'm not necessarily going to talk about it. I want to show you some of the top 10 clips, I think, from the podcast. I think we've done 10 or 11 episodes at this point. So Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. And thank you guys. And I want you to enjoy the top 10 clips on PRIZMGAWD's podcast. Thank you.
True. And at the end of the day, too, Mark, what you did was you still bought something that even if it didn't go up, it had a chance to go up, but even if it didn't go up, it was aesthetically pleasing and you liked it.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
Cameron Johnson is actually ideally one of the best people in the product.
Player. I'm a North Carolina fan, so I knew it was going to be good, and I knew Cameron Johnson was going to be good. Now, Sear Little needs a little bit of work, and he just needs the opportunity. And I think that he needs somebody to just believe in him and give him the confidence to be the player that I know he can be. But Cam Johnson and Kobe, I watched them play that whole year. I watched Kobe's whole freshman year, and I just knew they were going to be good in the league. I knew Cameron Johnson was going to be good too.
So go invest in KBJ then.
Actually, I have been buying KBJ for the right price. So for that reason, what I'm saying is to the people out there listening, invest into basketball cards and find the right people, the right situations. And one of my YouTube shows is going to be it's going to basically be talking about when I'm buying and some of the things that I'm kind of looking at. I've been trying to iron this out for the last week, so I apologize about the delay on the YouTube show for my regular YouTube show. But I'm trying to make it bigger and better, so I apologize. So, brother.
It's always going to be, man. Hey, look, I enjoy this. I think this draft class, though, coming up is going to water down the product. And I know people are going to be pretty excited about third year and second year Zion and second year Morant and, that rookie class from last year. I think that only increases the value of the boxes from previous years. Now this year, I don't see how that box is going to do $2,000 off the jump, right? You already see basketball product from last year, Spectra, come out. It started off at $1,200, and now you can pick it up for $600-700. So you're going to see that a lot. Now the higher end products, they'll probably command a premium just because they're the flagships of the different industries or different sports. But you're going to see with this product, and you've seen it in the past, there's ebbs and flows, right? You're going to have the Zion years, and then you're going to have the Elton Brands and the what's the guy that got drafted by Cleveland #1 overall? You're going to have those down years. And so what hobby shops usually like to say is that they capitalize on the years that are really, really good to help them satisfy the years that they do really, really bad. So That's the reason why the prices are the way that they are right now. But people are going to start realizing that when you spend $1,000 on a box like Rafael did on Prism Football and pulled $100 worth of cards, a lot of people aren't going to keep, smashing their heads against the wall. And I think that you'll see in the next coming years when box prices are going to start going down because of, the classes of drafts, you're going to start seeing that. But that doesn't mean that the hobby isn't doing well. I think it's just, it's...
All right. Is that your 8, Mike?
Yep.
Alrighty. So actually, believe it or not, I got the Bucks at 1. So I do think the Nets will come out of the East, but I think Bucks at 1, Nets at 2. I mean, just first year, new team. I think it might take them a little bit to get rolling, but when they do, I think like heading into the playoffs, they'll probably be like trending as the top team in the East. But I think it's just going to take a little bit of time to get that chemistry. So Nets at 2, Celtics at 3, Sixers at 4. Actually, I do like the moves the Sixers made. They got Seth Curry, Danny Green. So I think they're going to be good again this year.
Doc is the biggest piece.
Doc is a good coach.
Yeah.
I think most coaches would have been an upgrade over Brett Brown. So Doc is one. 5, I'm going to go with the Heat. 6, I'll go with the Wizards. I think Westbrook and Beal, throw in Hachimura, Davis Bertans.
I agree.
I think they're going to be good. 7, I'm going to go with the Pacers. I just feel like they're not a sexy, exciting team, but they're deep, well coached. They always seem to end up in the playoffs, so I'm not going to bet against them. And then 8, this was kind of like me hedging a little bit. I'm going to say the Hawks. I don't really believe in the Trey hype, or I think that maybe
what is going on here?
Somebody had to say it.
Oh God!
I think there might be a year away from being a year away.
But you know what? I was looking at the game yesterday, and I don't like how Schroeder looks on that team. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think losing Rondo, and I heard a couple of commentators talk about it. Losing Rondo, what effect that's going to have on that Lakers team? I don't think they really realize the impact that he had.
Agreed.
And I'm guessing you don't feel too bad. You didn't go out and invest too heavily in THT.
Nah, I had some friends who went to a car show this past weekend, and they were like, "I'm buying THT," and I'm like, "For what?" Like, I don't think he is. I don't think he's starting by the end of the year. I don't think he even matters. I think what we should be looking for the Lakers to do, we should be looking for Anthony Davis. Hint why I picked up the Anthony Davis.
Hey, get him on.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring my boy Big Nate Dogg in the building. What's up, Nate?
What's up, man? How are y'all?
Oh, great,
man. We good. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. We ain't got no drinks in our system yet, but we'll work on it tomorrow.
Well, I don't know what kind of show this will turn into if we have the drinks.
I feel. Well, I had a couple before I got here, but I'm not gonna lie. But it's one of those things where you go on a date, you have with your wife, and you have a good time. So that's basically it. So I don't want to make it too much extra, but today's episode is really important to me, and it's really important to, I think, you guys. Actually, I believe Kobe Collector was the one that actually initially hit me up about talking about goals, and when he said it, I was like, yeah, you're right. We should talk about goals. You're absolutely right. I mean, that's one of the things that, like, when I first met Kobe Collector, I said to him, I'm going to buy 100 Zions. I think that's what I said. I'm going to buy 100 Zions this year. And that was and I wish I would have bought 1,000 Zions at the time. But I was
like you had 1,000, man.
Man, when you got 100 in your hand, you feel like you're a millionaire.
You will be soon enough if you hold them. Zion's the man.
Hey, that's right.
I do have a question for you, Christian. So now, because of all the shortened seasons, right, we don't have real off seasons anymore, but I've already seen a trend, an uptick in baseball market, right? So with that being said, are you starting to buy? And if so, I mean, prospects or, known commodities?
I bought a bunch of Acuna stuff.
Okay. He's
for,
pretty low.
Yeah, man, he's stupid low. I bought 15 of his Topps Chrome rookie PSA 10s. They were down to like $95.
Yeah, they're dirt cheap.
And now they're
Dude's a stud.
And the update PSA 10s, they were down to like 120, 130.
Yep.
Now they're up to 190.
So Acuna's a buy for the record is what you're telling us. Acuna's a
more
buy.
More Acuna than Tatis?
I was pretty much set on Tatis stuff. I got lucky on him. I bought a bunch of his stuff raw a couple of years ago and graded it all. And like what I try to do, like if I get into a card and like raw, grade it, comes out well, whatever, and there's a big gap where I may spend $100, $200, but now it's worth $1,000, $2,000, whatever. Like I may be against the conventional wisdom, but I hold those because I'm like, if it goes down, I'm still up, so it's really not that big of a deal. But if I buy a card after a year and it's the same price, then I'm gonna unload that so I can try to get into something else. Like, so and then my inventory just grows, and that's just how it kind of works, I guess. But if I'm in a card really good, it's hard for me to sell it because I think, well, then I can just give a really good deal to somebody, but I leave a ton of money on the table, but I've already made my money. I don't know. It's just I don't want to think about that, so I just don't sell.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, so see, Daniel, I'm trying to go through everybody on this chat because I appreciate you guys being proactive in the chat. So if you have any questions or concern or anything that we're talking about, feel free to drop a comment. If it's something that's relevant to what we're saying, I have no problem hitting that show on the screen. So in this case, Daniel Busby says, man, it sucks. I went from getting a box a month in 2016 to I can't even buy a box now. Now I can only get boxes from Razzies. Well, guess what? So I'm in the same problem.
I'm in the same boat right now. Hey, they probably don't know, but you went to Target right now, right? And I've actually kind of switched lanes a little bit and started to diversify my collection. And you walked in there, you showed me a picture of what they had, and I almost like spit up all my drink all over myself by the stuff that you showed me, man. And we almost wiped out the whole treasure trove that they had there at Target, man.
Okay, so here's something Gerald said. Would you use a card listed that's SGC 10 for a price comparison for the same card that's graded BGS 10?
No.
I'm gonna say, hell no.
Not no. Hell to the F to the heck.
And I've been trying to not curse on this show, but hell no. I'm sorry. I may not curse a whole lot, but hell no.
And it's all about credibility and reliability.
Correct.
Right? They're a bigger company, therefore they can bring the premiums that they bring. And I think SGC trends at about 80% of PSA 10. And there's different SGC 10s too. So which one are we talking about? We talking about the standard 10 or the gold label 10? Another variable in it.
Well, to answer your question easily, there is no comparison to a BGS 10.
Not Maine National Treasures, huh? You want to go like that, huh? You're lucky I sold all my big boys.
Hey, y'all don't go too hard on me, man. Y'all know what
y'all showing cards. Look at this one. Yeah.
There you go.
Right there.
This the 101.
The 101. Yep. I got one down here though.
You want to say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Everybody want to say hi. Say hi. Hello. There you go.
They be lit.
Ah, goodness. They want to say hi. All right, get off me.
That's a nice Lulu though, man. Congrats on that one.
Yeah, man. That was one of my first big investment. Well, in the car world, it's not a real big investment. You know what I mean? But one of my personal biggest investments.
So, guess what, guys? Now that we're back, and I hope you guys enjoyed those top 10 clips. Because, I'm not gonna lie, some of those conversations were intense. Some of them were hysterical. I love Dars. I want to thank Dars and Darius, and I said Dars cards. Darts Cards, and MC Sports Cards for joining me on the episode. I want to say Nate Big Dog Burns out there at Grand Slam Sports in Tennessee for joining me. I want to thank everybody that's joined us. Let's see, we had Trey that was on there. We had my boy Coleman Cards on there. These are very good, insightful people to rely on in the hobby who I think are movers and shakers, and I really enjoy having conversations with some of today's promising young people and veterans as well. I think we had Nady on here as well. So we had Nady All-Star Sports Cards, and we had my boy Dill Pickles. He's from Atlanta. Shout out to Dill Pickles as well. He's always proactive in the community. Well, at least on PRIZMGAWD's page. So I appreciate that support. So without further ado, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something very different this time. I think what we're going to do going forward for PRIZMGAWD TV is I'm going to come out with a new segment starting today. And I'm going to call it, What Are You Buying? So, without further ado, I present, What Are You Buying? Enjoy. So before I post it, before we go there, I want to say thank you guys. PRIZMGAWD is out. Hope you join me next week. Make sure you check me out on the podcast every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll try to have a new guest on there every Wednesday, and we can talk insightfulness about what's going on in the hobby. And if there's some things you want me to talk about, feel free to hit me up on my inbox, whether Instagram, Twitter, or if you got my phone number, text me. But I'm not hard to find, man. I'm usually everywhere. So without further ado, who are you buying?
All right, so you gonna tell everybody who you buying?
Yeah, we're looking for Justin Herbert right now. He's the man right now. We're looking for Justin Herbert. If you've got Justin Herbert, we're buying. Stop on by. We'll pick up some Justin Herbert from you, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
PRIZMGAWD.
Well, what are you buying, though?
Trae Young.
Okay, well, that's the only thing to buy?
There you go.
All right, man. Thank you. Who are you buying?
Patrick Mahomes.
Why?
He's popular, young quarterback, probably the best one right now. So I'm just buying that up, whatever's available.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, you're live. I need you to tell everybody who you're buying.
I'm buying Luka, Mahomes, Zion. I think any of those guys right now are good buys, especially Zion and Luka with the NBA coming back in December in like a month and a half. So I think those guys are my prime targets, as well as Jason Tatum and some other smaller guys like Cam Reddish, people like that. So
thank you.
That's what I think is a good buy at the moment.
You sure they're good buys?
What's up?
You sure they're good buys? Great. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
I want to know, what are you guys buying?
We're looking for John Morant, Shea Gilgeous, and just the quarterback football rookies.
Okay. That's what you're looking for, too?
I was looking for some vintage running backs. I like running backs. So.
Barry Sanders?
I got the Barry, PSA 9.
Nice. Nice, man. Congratulations, man. Thank you, guys. There you go.
Yeah, so I think I'm looking mostly to pick up a cool trade before I leave. I think that's the goal. Probably some sort of Prism color, maybe a PSA 10 red or something along those lines.
Nice.